Very good evening, guys. Welcome to the third session on the placement training. So first, I'd like to ask: have you solved the questions which was posted in the WhatsApp groups? So if you have actually solved, that's really great. So in case if you have not solved, it's totally fine. But still, you have time. I want you guys to start solving it. Next, apart from that, one more thing I just wanted to know in the chat box now itself is, have you guys attended the uh, session which was conducted by Mindtree at 3 p.m.? So in case if you have attended and if it was useful for you guys, just put in the chat box that yes, so that I know that you guys have attended the session. Yes, many are saying that you guys have attended the session, so that's great to know. So I hope you have got some idea regarding how the post placement would be and how the placement sessions would be and all of this. So, and one more thing, there was a small mismatch. So earlier, how they used to conduct drive is they used to give 2 coding questions, but this time in the session they have clearly told you guys that they will be giving you 6 coding questions. So you have a huge option, and in that you need to solve only 2 coding questions. I mean, if you have to clear the assessment, then you need to solve 2 coding questions. So 6 is actually a great option. It's not like you need to solve all 6 of them. So if you really put your 100% in the next week, and if you start solving more and more and more problems, definitely you'll be able to crack it, because they are not going to ask very complicated questions. They're going to ask intermediate level questions over here. So today we'll start with string questions. So I hope all the patterns that we have done is completely clear, and there are a few more patterns which has been posted in this WhatsApp group as well. So in case if you're not able to solve it, even the code is also posted over there. I want you to go through the code, trace the code and understand it over there. So now let's start with string questions. So let's start with a simple problem and let's go step by step. So the first question is something like this. So this is the first question that I need to solve. Write a program to reverse a string. I hope this is damn simple program over here. So in case over here, they have given us Roman. If they have given Roman, all that you have to do is type in the reverse order. Means you have to print in the reverse order. That's all you have to do. But one thing that you have to keep in mind while solving this is, they are not going to give only Roman. They might give you any string, and you should be able to reverse any string that they are going to give you. And one more thing that I wanted to say over here is, you will be able to write code only in 4 languages. One is C, the other one is C++, the other one is C#, and the other one is Java. So you can pick anyone, whichever is easy for you guys. So don't get in a dilemma and don't choose multiple languages and don't go upside down. If you're practicing in one particular language, fix that language and practice in that end to end. So now let's see how to solve this problem. So first thing what I need to do is, whatever string has been given, I need to collect this string from the user. So in case if I have to collect, I will collect this and store inside a variable called as yes. Now first thing, let's see how can we collect a string value from the user, because till yesterday what we have seen is, we had seen how to collect an integer value. But over here, if you see, it's not an integer value, it's a string value. So today in Java, we'll see how to collect a string value. So first, I'd like to get my editor over here. So if I get my editor over here, I hope all of this is completely clear to you guys, because we had already done this multiple times. All I have done is I have created a class and the name of the class is test. And apart from that, here I've created a main method, and over here I've created an object of scanner class. In previous sessions, it's clearly told, if you have to take any input from the user, then what you need to do is you need to create an object of scanner class. Yes, I've created an object of scanner class, but I've not taken any input from the user. Now what I need to do is, I need to take input from the user. So whatever input the user is giving is a string input. So if I have to take a string input, I cannot make use of nextInt method, because nextInt will give only integer values. So which is the method which helps to take a string value from the user? If you ask me, the name of the method is next. So how do I call? If you ask, I need to call like this. Yesterday over here, we had created a variable called as SC. We can give any name to the variable. Today I have written it as scan. So I'll say scan over here. And after the dot. And after that, I need to say next. Next means it will take a string value. So I'll say next. Yes. Since it's a method, put parenthesis over. So I hope there is no doubt still here. Next, after this, what I need to do is, whatever I have collected, I need to store inside a variable. Now, which variable I'll store is, I'll store inside a variable S. Now, if I have to store inside a variable S, all that I have to do is, I need to say S is equal to. So I'll say S is equal to. Now, this yes, whatever value I have taken, I need to say what kind of variable is this. Means, what is the type of S? The type of S is nothing but string. And so over here, I need to say string. So I will say string. And one thing I want you to make sure is, whenever you are saying string, yes is always uppercase. Why yes is uppercase? Because it's a class. In case if you don't know all of this, still I am saying LMS access is given to you guys. You can go and watch completely what a string is. There are so many, more than 5 to 6 classes which speaks only about strings. Means there are more than 10 hours of session which speaks only about strings. So I want you guys to explore, go and explore over there. Fine. Now what we shall do over here is, now whatever string I have collected, I just want to see if I have collected the right value or not. So just to check, what I'll do is I'll just print it. So I'll say system.out.println. Yes, over there, whatever I have collected, what I have collected over here, I have collected something, whatever user gives, that is what I am collecting. Where I am collecting inside a variable S. So I need to print that. So I'll say yes over here. Yes, I will just save this file and check if this is working or not. That's all I want to do as of now. So what I'll do is I'll save and I'll take you to my output window. So in my output window, first I need to compile the code. To compile the code, I need to say javac. So I'll say javac. And after that, I need to say the name of the Java file, that is test.java. Yes. And after that, I'll press enter. Now, since there is no error over here, that's the reason it's not giving me any error message. So it has successfully compiled. Now, all that I need to do is I need to run this. If I have to run, I need to say Java. Yes, Java. And after that, name of the class, that is test. So that's what I have told over here. I hope there is no doubt still here. If I press enter, the cursor is blinking. Why it's blinking? Because it is expecting some input. So what I would like to do is, I'd like to give the input as mind tree. So I'll say mind tree. Yes, mind tree. Now if I press enter, what should happen is, whatever input has been given, it should print that. Let's see whatever input has been given, will it print it or not? So I'll press enter over here. Yes, it's printing successfully. I hope there is no doubt still here. Next, we'll see one more method. Now what happens over here is, over here I have taken a value from a user. Now I need to check how many characters are there in this. For example, what I mean by this is, you see Roman over here. So if you see, R is one character, O is another character, O is another character, M is another character, A is another character, and N is another character. So if you see, there are totally 6 characters over here. Now, how can I know how many characters are there in a string, if you ask? There is a method for that. And if you ask what's the name of the method, the name of the method is length. Means length will say how many characters are there in a string. Now, how do I check that? Very simple. What I need to do is, first I need to say from which strings characters I need to check. So I need to check of string S. So I need to say yes first over here. That I have already told over here S. Now after that, what I need to do is I need to say dot. Dot. And after that, I need to say length. I'll say length over here. Now what does this particular thing do? S dot length, if you ask me, can you just select this part? Yes. Okay. Now what does this do, if you ask me? Very simple. What it does is, it will check in string S. So in case of Roman, in S, what it will check is how many characters are there. So over here, since there is 6 characters, it's going to return me 6 over here. So what it will do is 6 will be written, and that's what I'm printing over here. So it will print 6. So let's save this file and check if you are getting 6 or not. So I'll save this file. Yes. First compile the code. Yes, Java C, enter. Next, I need to run the code by saying Java and after that the name of the class. And if I press enter, it's waiting for the input. Now I'll say Roman, all in uppercase. Yes, MAN. Yes, if I press enter, it's saying 6. Again, I will run the code. Run the code again by saying Java and the name of the Java. Java and the name of the class, that is test. Yes, now if I press enter, now I'll say mind tree. See, observe over here. Yes, if you observe in mind tree, how many characters are there, you have to count. If you see there are 8 characters, so let's see whether it's printing 8 or not. So I'll press enter. If you observe, it's printing 8. So what does this method do if you ask? This method would return me how many characters are there. So let me go back to my code. So I hope this particular thing is also completely clear to you guys. So in case those who already know Java, I know very well that all these things are very simple. I can't directly jump so that many of them may not understand what exactly code I am writing. So I'm going step by step. So now next what I need to do is, next let me see in this particular string. In this string, what happens is for every character, one index value would be there. So if I show you, this is how it is. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Means always the index value starts from 0. So that's why it's starting from 0 over here. And always it keeps increasing by 1 and goes till. Now, in case, if you want to fetch any value from a specific index, for example, I want to fetch a character from index 3. So if I have to fetch a character which is present at index 3, that's nothing but M. If I have to fetch that, there is a method for that as well. If you ask me which is the method, the name of the method is char at, means character at. So how do I call if you ask? Let me comment this line. Or you can remove this whole line. Okay, fine. Next line, what I would like to do is, I will say in this particular string S, so I'll say yes. Next, dot. Next, after that, in this, I need to find a character at a certain index. So I will say char, char. After that, at. A should be uppercase. Yes. After that, I need to open and close the brackets. So if you observe over here, it's saying index. So you need to specify the index. So I want the character present in index 3 over here. So if I want the character present at index 3, I need to pass 3 over here. Now, in simple terms, this is one person who will take one value, integer value from you. Integer value, if it's 3, it will give you the character which is present at 3. So which is the character present at 3? It's M. So what I need to do is, I just want to check whether it's returning that or not. So what I'll do is, I will copy this, I'll cut this, and I'll say system.out.print, and after that I'll paste it. I'll save this thing. Now let's execute and check if you are getting this or not. So I'll take you to the output window. Over here, first I'd like to compile the code. Yes, press enter. Now there is no problem. Now I need to run the code, so I'll say Java. And after that, I'll say the name of the class, that is test. If I press enter, it's waiting for the input. Now what input I would like to give is, I will give Roman itself. I've given Roman. Now if I press enter, you can see M is the character which is present at index 3, so it has returned M. I hope this is completely clear to you. Now if you enter any string, it will definitely return you a character which is present in index 3. So for example, again I will run this code. Yes. So over here I'll say good evening. Yes. Now if you observe, don't say complete good evening. Okay, fine. So now if you observe over here, what happens is, the character which is present in index 3 is nothing but D, because it starts from 0. So G is 0, next O and O is 1 and 2, and D is 3. So it should return me 3. So I will press enter and check if it's returning D. I hope it's completely clear to you guys. So let me clear the screen and then let me go back to the code. So I hope both the methods, that is length and character, both of this is completely clear to you guys. Now let's proceed to reverse this particular string. So reverse this string means I need to get NAMOOR. That's what I am expecting. Not only for this string, any string the user gives, I need to get that. So how to do it? Let's start. So first let me remove these two lines. These two lines I'm going to remove. Yes. So I've already taken the input from the user. Now what I need to do is I need to start from this particular index. So I'll start from this particular index. So I've taken I from this index. So what will I have is at starting I will start from 5. Then after that it will be 4, next 3, next 2, next 1, next 0. That's how it happens. Then don't you think it is going from index 5 till index 0? So something is going to happen over here. What is going to happen? Let me show it to you. What I need to do is, first I need to create an empty string. And what I will do is, whatever I have over here, I will concatenate with that empty string. How is that? I will show you one step by step. So first I'm going to create an empty string and the name of the string that I've given is T. So if you observe over here, I have put empty spaces. I mean, there is no space over here. I've just opened the double quotes and closed the double quotes. There is no space. I want you to observe that. Next, after this, what I need to do is I need to fetch the character which is present over here and then concatenate over here. So what happens? I'll get empty and n. So n would be the first character. Next, what I will do is I will decrement the value of I and fetch the character which is present over here and place it over here. And again, I will decrement the value of I will fetch the character present over here and place it over here. So what happens is it's placing in the reverse order. Is that really happening or not? Let's observe. So how to do that? Let me show you step by step pictorially first. Then I will write the code so that it's easy for us to write the code. So first what I need to do is I need to say T plus S dot caret of I. Now S dot caret of I means nothing but where is I? I is in index 5. So which is the character present in index 5? It's n. So n will come in this place in S dot caret of I. So 5 I have taken over here. Now character present at index 5 is nothing but n. So I have got n. Next what I need to do is T. If you observe over here, T is a variable. What is there in T? T, what is there is empty. So I will substitute that empty over here. So that's what I'm substituting and showing over here. Now, I told you yesterday that plus will do two things. One is addition and the other one is concatenation. Concatenation is nothing but attaching two things. Like how the train bogies are attached, that's how it is. So same way over here, it gets attached. So when it gets attached, one more thing I want you to observe is, whatever is there in this single quote, it's considered as character in Java, and whatever is there in double quotes, it's considered as string in Java. Now, when I attach these two things, what I would get is, I will get a string, and that's what I'm showing you over here. What I've got is n. Now, whatever n I have got, I will take and place it inside T, and that's what I'm showing you over here. So as of now, in T, I have just n. Now you say me, which is the next character I want? Next character is nothing but A. That is what I want over here. Means the character present at index 4. Now how can I do that if you ask? Very simple. First, I will decrement the value of I to 4. That's how I have done with this. Next, what I have to do? Same operation which I had shown you, I need to repeat that. That's nothing but T plus S dot caret of I. You say me, what is the character present at index I? I is nothing but the value 4. So I'll put value 4 and what I get is A. So I have got A. Next, what is there in T? T, what I have is n. So n also will get substituted. Now I need to attach these two things, means I need to concatenate, speaking technically. So when I attach these two things, I will get na. Whatever I have got, I will store it back to T. I want you to observe the steps. Same steps I am repeating again and again. So now let me concatenate. I mean, I'm storing it back to T. I've got na. If you observe, slowly I'm building up step by step. Now, what I would do is, again, what the next thing I want is m. So what I need to do is, first I need to decrement the value of I. Next, again, what I need to do is the same statement, that is T plus S dot caret of I. Now, the character present at index I is nothing but 3. So in index 3, which is the character, that's m. So m will be substituted here. I hope it's clear. Next T, what we have? Na. So Na is what I'm showing. Now what I need to do? I need to concatenate this, means I need to attach this. When I attach this, what happens? NAM is what I get. So this is the updated one. So this I will store it back over here. I hope it's clear till here. So same thing, till where I need to repeat is till index 0 I need to repeat. So let me first decrement the value of I. Yes. Now what I need to do is I need to actually concatenate those two. So that is nothing but t plus s dot caret of I. The character present at index I is nothing but O. Means in index 2 what I have is O. So O will be put over here. Next after that in T what is there is NAM. So NAM also I am showing over here. Next after this what I need to do is I need to attach this. I am attaching this. Whatever I have got over here I will place it back to T. I hope we are slowly step by step getting a reverse string. Now again what I need to do, again I will reduce the value of I. I is 1. Now whatever is there in index 1 I need to attach. So I'll say t plus s dot caret of I. First, what is the character present at index I? It's nothing but O. I will get the O over here. Next, what is there in T? In what is there in T is NAMO. So I'll get NAMO. Now when I attach this, what I get is NAMOO. And that's what I've got. So that whatever I've got, I'll place it back over here. So every time I'm updating the value of T. Next again, one more character is left out. So I need to decrement the value of I. Now I need to fetch this and I need to concatenate with T. So in simple step, this is how I need to say T plus s dot caret of I. Now, whatever I have at character at I is nothing but 0. So the character presented in 0 is R. So R will come over here. Next T, what I have is NAMOO. So I'll place that over here. Now when I concatenate these two, what I get over here is this. Whatever I have got over here, this is my reverse string. So what I will do is this, I will store it in variable T. This is all I have to do. So if you observe what I have done is, I have got the reverse string, but how did I get? I started my value of I from this particular index, means first it was 5, then 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. That's how it happened. And what I did is, I fetched character by character from that. And after that, what I did is, I concatenated with T and updated the value of T. I can write this code in 2 lines. How is that? By making use of a loop. One thing I want you to understand over here is, in case if the value of I is actually going from this end to this end or this end to this end, it is for sure you have to make use of for loop. So over here, I'll be making use of for loop. So after that, I need to start at a certain point, end at a certain point, all that we will take care. So first thing what I will do is, first let me create a variable T. And if you had observed, I had created an empty T. So let me create that over here. So press one line. Yes, over here, one empty string I will create. So say empty over here and put semicolon. Yes. Now, if you observe, I have created an empty string. This I will store inside a variable T. So that's what I had shown you at starting. So I'll say T is equal to. Now this T, whatever I have is of type string. So I need to say string. Yes, I hope till here it's completely clear. Next, what I need to do over here is, I need to do all the operation which I had shown you. Means I need to start the value of I from index 5 and come till 0. And while it's coming on its way, it's concatenating the things. So first, let me see how to come from index 5 to index 0. Technically, this is called as traversing. Traversing is nothing but traveling. If you had observed, the value of I had traveled from index 5 till index 0. And for every time when we traverse, we need to make use of for loop. So I'll make use of for loop. So I'll say for. Yes, I'll open and close the brackets. I'll put 2 semicolons. Yes. Now, yes. Now at starting, what I need to do is come at starting. At starting, I need to say from where I need to start. In this particular thing, from where did I start? I had started from index 5. So I'll say int I is equal to. Yes, I need to start from 5. So I've told 5. I hope it's clear. Next, condition, let's leave it later. And I'll come to the last part. Yesterday in pattern programs, if you had observed, always we wrote I++. It's not necessary always you need to write I++ over here. Whatever the value of I is doing, that's what you need to write. If you observed over here, first it was 5, then it became 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. If you observe, it's decrementing. How do I represent decrementing? By saying minus minus. So I'll say I minus minus over here. I hope it's clear till here. Now I need to write a condition in between. Now what is the condition I need to write if you ask? Observe over here. It starts from index 5, then comes 4, then 3, then 2, then 1, then 0. After 0, it has to stop. So if you observe, all of this is nothing but represented with a variable I. And all these values, if you observe, is greater than 0 or it is equal to 0. I mean over here, it's equal to 0. So I need to say the value of I. So I'll say I is greater than or equal to 0. This is what is the condition that I need to say. Because why I'm writing like this is because always I am decrementing. I hope it's completely clear till here. So now I have taken care of how the value of I should start from here and come till here. Next, what I need to do is I need to concatenate. So first thing, I need to fetch the character present at index I. Now, how do I fetch the character present at index I? We have already seen by saying s dot caret of I. If I want to show you over here, it's something like this. So this is what I had shown you. Yes. So this is the one I had shown you. T plus s dot caret of I. If I say s dot caret of I can fetch the character. So I'll say s dot caret of I over here. S dot character presented a certain index. Which index? Index I. So in I, what will be there? First 5 will be there, then 4 will be there, then 3 will be there. So I can fetch from different index. Next, after that, whatever I have fetched, I need to attach with T. So I'll say T plus. Yes, T plus I have to. Now, whatever I get over here, what I used to do is, I need to attach this, and this plus will take care of attaching this or concatenating these two. Now, after concatenating, what I need to do is, I need to store it back to T. And that is what I had shown you over here as well. I had stored it back to T. So how do I store it back? By saying T is equal to. Yes. So whatever I have got over here, I will store it back to T. That is what I am saying. So at last, I will need to put the semicolon. I will put the semicolon. So this, what happens is, it keeps on repeating. So first I will be 5. It will fetch the character presented index 5. It will attach with T and it will store it over here. So n would come over here. Next, again, the value of I is reducing over here. So when the value of I is reduced, it will go and check the condition. Condition is, what is the value of I now when it's reduced? It's 4. So is 4 greater than or equal to 0? Yes, condition is true. Condition true means comes inside. It will fetch the character presented index 4. After that, what is the character presented in F4? It is A. So A will come over here. And what is there in T? T is nothing but N. So N plus T is nothing but NT that I am storing back to T. And the same thing repeats over here. Now, once it comes out of the loop, when will it come out of the loop? When this condition is false. When will this condition false? When this value of I becomes -1. So when it is 0, it will fetch and concatenate over here. When it's -1, the condition is false. Once the condition is false, comes out of loop. I will come out of loop and check what is printing. So it's a system.out.print. Now what I need to print is the value of T. Why? Because in T I have the reverse string. So what I will do is I'll press T over here. Yes. Now I'll save this and check if I've got the reverse string or not. So I've saved this file. Let me take you to the output window. So over here, first I would like to compile the code by saying java test and the test.java, that's the name of the file. I will press enter. Now I'll run the code by saying java and the class name, that is test. I've told that. Now it's expecting for input. I'll give Roman. Yes, press enter. Yes, I've got the reverse string. Now I want you guys to say, if you guys have understood, say yes in the chat box. In case if you have understood clearly, say yes in the chat box so that I know that you have told us. Who are those who are saying yes? Everyone is saying yes? No one is saying no? Okay, great. Now, one more thing I want to ask. Will this code work for every string that I give? Yes or no? If you have understood clearly, you will say the right thing. All are saying no? Few are saying yes and few are saying no. Okay, fine. So all those who are saying no, you are absolutely right. And those who are saying yes, you are wrong. If I want to prove it, let me prove it. Rather, I will run the code again. I know it's working for Roman. I'll give another input. Press enter. So let me give my name. My name is Somanna, so I'll say Somanna over here. Somanna. Yes. If I press enter, Has it reversed the complete string? If you observe, something is missing over there. A and one more N is missing. Means the last two characters are missing over there. I will try to give another input. Again, run the code. Yes. Give mind tree. So Java and test. Yes. Give mind tree as input. Yes. Press enter. Are we getting the reverse string? No. There is a reason. And these are the kinds of mistake majority of you will be going to do. All of you are good at coding, but you might make some mistakes like this, very silly mistakes. So these are the mistakes that you should not make in the interview. So let me clear the screen and let me take you back to the code and show you what is the mistake that we have done. So I want you guys to first say what is the mistake that we have done over here in the code. Is there anyone who is saying the right thing? Okay, someone is saying it should be s.length minus 1. Yes, it's absolutely right. That's great. What's the name of the person? All are saying that? Okay, fine. That's great. Okay. Now, if you observe, the value of I is starting from 5. I told 5 because Roman had 5 characters. Now, don't you think if I take mind tree as an example, it will have more characters, it will have 8 characters. Don't you think in that case also, I need to start from the last character and not from 5? Every time I need to start from the last character. So I cannot hard code the value like this by saying 5. This is called as hard coding. Hard coding will never work out. So what I need to give over here is in general I need to give. Now how can I give in general over here if you ask? Very simple. In this particular string, there are 6 characters. That is the reason the last index is 5. If there was only 3 characters, the last index would have been 3. 2. Observe over here. Ignore this part. Man, M-A-N you ignore. You say, think if only R-O-O was the input. What is the last index? It is 2. So if you observe, what is happening over here is, in case if the characters are 6, then last index is 5. If characters are 3, last index is 2. If characters are 10, last index will be 9. Means always it's the last index is equal to the number of characters minus 1. You know very well how to fetch the number of characters. How to fetch? S.length. So I'll say S.length. Now, S.length, if I say in case of Roman, what I will get is I will get 6. But I don't want 6, I want 5. How can I get 5? By saying minus 1. Simple maths. So I'll say minus 1. Let me save this file and try to execute it now. So I've saved this file. Let me take you to the output window. So in the output window, I'll first put the relevant command to compile the code. And after this, I will run the code by saying Java and the name of the class. If I press enter. First, let me try with Roman itself. So I'll say Roman. Yes, press enter. String is reversed. Next, let me try with mind tree. Again, run the code. Yes, say mind tree. Press enter. If you observe, even that's reversed. So I hope this is completely clear to you. So these things, whatever you see over here, these are called as test cases. So there will be so many hidden test cases in the tool that the mind tree is having. Means in the coding tool where you will be coding during the interview. So you won't be able to see what is the input that they are giving. They will give one sample input and sample output. Your code might be working for sample input and sample output, but it may not work for all the hidden inputs. It is your duty to make sure that it works for all the hidden inputs as well, which you are not able to see. Means you have to solve a solution where the problem itself you don't know very well. So that's how the coding interviews are, and that is how you need to clear the interviews as. So let me take you back to the code and let's try to solve another question. Very simple question that we are going to solve now. So I hope this particular thing is completely clear to you guys. So the next question is something like this. So let me take it forward. So we had already seen these things. So the next question is, check the string if a given string is palindrome or not. What is palindrome? You already know. I hope that. So over here, the given string over here is input, whatever they have given is level. Now, is it a palindrome? Yes, it's a palindrome, so it's printing palindrome. If it's not a palindrome, it should print not palindrome. That's all it has to do. Now, if anyone has a question what a palindrome is such a string. If you read it from starting to ending or ending to starting, both reads the same. You read this Level, it's same. Again read this Level, it's same. There are many more examples. For example, recently one Hollywood movie has been released named as Tenant. Tenant, T-E-N-E-T. If you read in the reverse order, that's also a palindrome. For example, if you say Malayalam, if you read in the reverse order, that's also palindrome. Madam, that's also palindrome. So, for example, if I give Roman, if it's read in the reverse order, it's not reading Roman again. So, it's not a palindrome. So, that's all I need to do. I need to check whether a given string is palindrome or not. How can I do that? Very simple. Already, we have solved half of the code. How is that if you ask? Something like this. First, I will read the input from the user. So let me show you pictorially how I will read the input and all these things. So the user has given me level. I'll store it inside a variable s. Now what I will do is, whatever string I have taken from the user, I'll reverse the string. So whatever reverse string I will have, I'll store it in another variable. So if I reverse the string, I'll get level and I'll store it inside a variable t. I think this much we have already done over here. The code is already there. Now what I need to do further? Very simple. What I will do now is, I will check whether s is equal to t. Now if you ask me how can I check whether the value of s is equal to value of t? There is an inbuilt method for this in Java. And the name of the method is equals. So how do I call? Is something like this. I can say yes dot equals t. Or I can say t dot equals s. Both are same. For example, if you are saying in integer, you will say 5 equal to 5. That's same. Or again, or 5 equal to 3. That's same. Or 3 equal to 5 is also same. Or 5 into 3 is same. 3 into 5 is same. Same way over here. Yes dot equals t is what I need to say. So yes, I have taken. After that, I will say equals. So equals is a method which is present in a class called as string. In case if you are very new to this, I have given LMS access to you, you can go and watch that over there. So what I need to pass over here is I need to pass a variable t, and that's what I'm doing. Now what it does is to check whether yes and t is equal. Is yes and t equal? Yes. So Java is also going to say me yes, but it will not say yes, rather it will say true. That's a Boolean value that it's going to give. In case if it is no, Java will also say no, but how it will say? By saying false. So over here, since it says, it is going to say me true. So in case if it is true, then what I need to do is, I need to say it is a palindrome. Because if it is a palindrome, if you read like this or read like this, both are same. So in this case, I need to say palindrome. I hope it's completely clear to us. How to write the code, I will show you. Now, let me take another string over here. Let me take another string. So I'll take the string something like this, that is Roman. So I will store it inside a variable s first. I've done this. I've written the code for that over here. Next, what I need to do is I need to reverse this string. So I'll reverse this string. I'll get this, and I'll store that in t. And this is the whole code for that whole thing. So I hope this also is completely clear. Next, what I need to do, I need to say whether s dot equals t. So I will say that s dot equals t. Now, equals t, when I do, it will check whether it is equal or not. In this case, is it equal? Yes and t, is it equal or not? No, it is not equal. So Java also is going to say no by saying false. And that's what I'm showing you. Now see, if it is false, it means it's not a palindrome. It's not a palindrome. I need to print not palindrome. That's all I have to do. So I hope it's completely clear to you guys. So now let's start writing code for this. This code is damn simple, guys. And this code is asked multiple times. So I want you guys to know this code very well. So first, let me remove this t first. This line I would like to remove. Yes. Now if you observe, this line, I have taken the input from the user. After that, this whole line, I have reversed the string. Now all that I need to do is I need to check. So whether s is equal to t. And I had told you yesterday itself, whenever I'm checking something, then what I need to do, I need to make use of if. So I'll say if. Open the brackets. Now open curly brackets, close it. Now, if it is true, I need to print something. What I need to print? Let me print it first. So come over here, I'll say, if it is true, what I need to print is, I need to say it is palindrome. So I'll say system.out.print. Yes, over here within double quotes. So if I have to print any string as it is, then I need to put that in double quotes. Now I will say palindrome. Yes. Clear. Next, if this condition, whatever I am going to give over here, if it is not a palindrome, then definitely I need to print not palindrome. So where I need to write that code, that I will write in else. So I'll say else over here. Else, open the brackets, close the brackets. Not that brackets, curly brackets. Open and close it. So if this is false, then definitely it is not a palindrome. Then directly it will go over here and it will print. So I'll say system.out.print. So I'll say system.out.print, and directly I will say not palindrome over here. So not palindrome. And one more thing I want you guys to observe. In case in the sample output that you see, if it is n is uppercase, p is uppercase, and rest everything is lowercase, then you also has to print in the same order. Even though you have written the complete logic correct, and over here they have given this n and p in uppercase and rest everything in lowercase, and what you do is you write everything in lowercase, then your code will not pass. I don't want you guys to do such mistakes. These mistakes will always happen when you code online. In case if you have not yet done this, I want you guys to go and practice in online platforms like HackerRank or CodeChef or HackerEarth or any platforms like this. Simply at least log in and try to solve at least 10 problems. That's sufficient so that you get understanding about the tool that you are working. You might be good at coding, but if you're not good at the tool, then it's very difficult for you guys. So this is clear. Now what I need to put in this, if you ask me, all that I have to put is either true or false. So directly I will not put true or false. Rather I will check whether the value of s is equal to t. So I will put that over here itself. S dot equals t. Now this particular code, whatever I have written, s dot equals t, this will either return me true. If it returns true, then it will print it's a palindrome. If it returns false, then definitely it will not execute this block. Rather, it will execute this block. And over here, it's printing what? Not a palindrome. And that's what I want. So let me save this file. And let's check if it's working or not. So let me take you to the output window. Yes. Over here, first, I would like to compile the code. I've compiled the code. So after this, let me run the code by saying Java and the name of the class that is test. I'll press enter. Yes. Now let me give an input. First I'll say tenant, T-E-N-A-T. Yes. Now if you read this, if you read from this side to that side or that side to this side, both the ways it's the same. So it's a palindrome. So it should print palindrome. Let me press enter and check. It's saying palindrome. Now let me give some other input. So I'll run the same code. I'll say test. Yes. Now over here, let me give, what was the example that we had seen is level. Yes, I'll give level, I'll press enter. It's a palindrome. Next, let me give some other string which is not a palindrome. So Java, and I'll say test. Yes, I'll press enter. Now let me give Roman. It's not a palindrome because if you read from this side to that side and that side to this side, both are different. So it's not a palindrome, it's saying not a palindrome. I hope it's completely clear to you guys. So in case if you have understood both the programs very well and if you're following clearly, then just put a yes in the chat box so that I know that you are catching up with all the things, because directly I'm starting with strings, you might be having some complicated. In case if you are not able to follow me, you can put no, there is no problem at all. All are saying yes? Yes, that's really great. Fine. So then if you have understood both of this, I want the third one to solve by yourself. Let's see whether you are able to solve or not. In case if you are able to solve, you put the code in the chat box. So what is the question if you ask? This is the question that I am going to give you. So count the number of spaces in a given string. Whatever string they might give, you have to say how many spaces are there. So over here, they have given the string as how are you? And The number of spaces is 2. It should print 2. That's all. Very simple question. If you have understood both of this very well, and if you are good at logics, then easily you can write this code. But there definitely will be a catch in between. What is that catch? All that I will come and say you. So first I would like to see someone posting the solution. So till then I will take a short break for 1 minute. I want you guys to solve this. You can disable this code. Or do they want it for reference? No. Okay, fine. Remove me. PPT head ಮಾಡಿ. Put the solution immediately. Even if it's wrong, it's totally fine, guys. But I want you to try it out. Anyone has posted? S dot caret of I is equal to only one line. What's the name of the person? Hemant has posted the logic, the if condition. That's really great, Hemant. But I want the complete code. I want even to see how you are taking the input from the user as well. Disable. So time's up. So first thing, I saw many of them have solved this. That's really great to see, being very enthusiastic. So now let's see how to solve this. So give me a minute. Fine. All that I have to do over here is I just have to check which is this particular character, which is this particular character, which is this particular character, and I need to keep on checking till the end. So in case if the character is space, I need to say it's space. For if I have to give a simple example, something like this, simple non-technical example. For example, I will give a pack of cards and I will say, I want you to count how many red color cards are there. It might be diamond or hearts. How many red color are there? How would you count? Would you simply throw in the floor and just see and say that how many are there? Or will you check step by step? First card, is it red? If it's red, you will count, increase the count. Next one, it's black, you will not increase the count. Next one, it's red, you will increase the count. Or in case, if I had given a full newspaper and if I told you, count the number of spaces, can you simply see the newspaper and say, or do you need to start from the starting and keep on checking? Obviously, you need to start from either the start and keep on checking or from the bottom and keep on checking. That's how you need to do. So exact same thing is what we have to follow here. So now let's do it step by step. So first, let me start. So this is the input that the user has given. So whatever the user has given, I'll store inside a variable s first. Yes. After this, definitely this will have indexes and all. So I'll give the indexing value as well. I hope there is no doubts. Always index value starts from 0 and it goes to the last index, every time increasing by 1. If I have to keep the count, then don't you think I need a variable count? Obviously, I need a variable count. So first what I will do is I'll create a variable which will hold the count. So I've created a variable. Now what should be the value inside this? If you ask, it should be 0. And that's what I have put out. Now what I will do is I will travel from this starting place, that is from the starting index 0, and go till the last index. So I need to traverse from this index till that index. Now while traversing like this, every time what I need to do is I need to check whether the character present at index I is that equal to space. If it is space, increase the count. If it is not space, don't increase the count. That's all I have to do. Same thing, again increase the value, and in this particular position I'll check whether this particular character O is that equal to space. If it is equal to space, increase the count. Not equal to space, don't increase the count. How to do this? Let me show it to you. So first I will say s dot character of I. So s dot character of I will fetch the character presented in index I. I'll check whether that is equal to space. I want one thing to observe over here. Whatever you get over here will be a character, not a string. There is a difference between a string and a character. String is sequence of characters. Character is a single character. If I take HO, then it is a string. If I take only H, then it is a character. Now, since you have a character over here, you need to compare also with the character. Now, how can I differentiate a character with a string if you ask? If it's there in single quotes, then it means it is a character. If it's there in double quotes, then it's a string. So over here, I am comparing this character, is that equal to this character? Obviously, what you have over here, index I, what is there? Index 0. So in index 0, what do you have? You have H. So H, is that equal to space? No, it's not equal. So Java also is going to say, you know, how will it say? By saying false. So false means I don't have to increase the count because it's not a space. Now after this, what I need to do? I need to check for the next character. So if I have to check for the next character, I need to increase the value of I. So I'm increasing the value of I over here. And after that, what I need to do is again check the same condition. And what is the condition? S dot character of I is that equal to space. Now value of I is nothing but 1. So 1 I will place it over here. So 1 if I place, what I get over here is the character presented in index 1, that is O. So O will be placed over here. So O, is it equal to space? No, it's not equal to space. So not equal to space means it will also say no by saying false. So if it's false, I don't have to do anything. Next, what I need to do? I need to again increase the value of I. I'm increasing the value of I. After that, check the same condition. What is the condition? Whether the character present in index I is that space. Now I is nothing but the value 2. Now 2 is come over here. Into what we have is w. So w will be substituted over here. Is w equal to space? No, it's not equal to space. Not equal to space means it will say false. So false means I don't have to do anything. So if you observe over here, whenever it is false, you are not doing anything. Next, what I need to do, let's observe. Next, what I will do is I will increase the value of I. So I'm increasing the value of I over here. Now, after increasing the value of I, over here, if you observe, the character present is a space. So let's see how we will check. So first I'll say s dot character of I is that equal to space. So what is the value of I? 3. 3 will be substituted over here. Once 3 is substituted over here, what happens is this whole thing, character present at index I, index 3 is nothing but space, space will be substituted. Now, is space equal to space? Yes, it is true. So if it's true, it will say true. So if it's true, then what I need to do? It is a character space, so I definitely have to increase the count. So because I have encountered one space, so I will say 1 over here. I have increased the value of count. So I hope you are able to observe the difference. Now what I need to do? Again repeat the operation. So again I will check, because this may not be the only space. There might be many more space till the end. So I'll increase the value of I now. I'll increase the value of I. I'll check whether the character present in index I, that is A equal to space. A is not equal to space, so it's false. If it is false, I will not increase the value of count. Next, what I need to do? I will increase the value of I. Next, I'll check which is the value character presented in index I, that's R. Is R equal to space? No, it's not equal to space. Not equal to space, it's false. So false means I should not increase. Next, again, I will increase the value of I. After increasing the value of I, it will say E is equal to space. So is E equal to space? No, E is not equal to space. So it will say false. So if it says false, I should not increase the value of I. So the same thing, if you observe, I'm repeating again and again and again. So it will say false. Next, again, after that, I've increased the value of I. I will check whether the character present over here. What is character present at index 7? Is nothing but space. So I'll say space. Is space equal to space? Yes, space is equal to space. So it will return true. If it returns true, then I need to increase the count. So I will increase the count. So I've increased the count. Next, what I need to do? Again, I need to increase the value of I. So I will increase the value of I. Over here, what I have is Y. So I will substitute Y over here. Is Y equal to space? No, it's not equal to space. Not equal to space means it will return false. If it returns false, then I should not increase the value of I. Next, sorry, I should not be increase the value of count. Next, what I need to do? I need to increase the value of I. Again, I will substitute it. What I get is O. I've got O. After that, I'll check whether the condition is true. Condition is false. Condition is false. I'll not increase this. Next, again, I'll increase the value of I. Now, again, I will get U over here. U is equal to space. No, U is not equal to space. It's false. And over here, I am not. Now, till here, if you observe, I has traveled from index 0 till the last index. And if you observe, there are how many characters? How many spaces? There are 2 spaces. Since there are 2 spaces, in count I have 2. So all that I have to do is print 2. That's it. Means print the value of count. Now how to write the code? Let's see. So first let me get my editor over here. So once I get my editor over here, first let me remove all the code that I have already written. So from this line, I will remove all of the code. Yes, till here I am removing. So all that I have done is I have taken an input from the user and I have stored it in the variable s. And over here also I don't want this, so I have done it. Next, what I need to do? I need to follow some steps repeatedly again and again and again. Now, if I have to do that, the value of I is going from index 0 till the last index. So if I have to go from index 0 till the last index, then definitely I am traversing. So if I am traversing, I need to make use of for loop. So also for. Open the brackets, close the brackets. I'll put 2 semicolons. Yes. Now at starting, I am starting the value of I from index 0. So I need to say int I is equal to 0. Yes, I'll say int I is equal to 0. After that, if you observe, every time the value of I, whatever I had, was increasing by 1. So what I will do is I'll say I plus plus. Yes, I have told I plus plus. Next is, if you observe, the value of I started from index 0 and it went till 10. So I can say all of these values are less than 11. So I'll say I is less than 11. Yes. Now if I write like this, you know very well, definitely we will face a problem. What is the problem? It will work for all the strings where this is the length. But if the length changes, if the length is somewhere between 100, then this code will not work. So I should not say 11 over here. Rather, I need to say in a generic way. How can I say in a generic way? How can I fetch this 11 for this particular string? I want you guys to say in the chat box immediately. How can I fetch 11 for this particular thing? Is anyone replying? So many are saying s dot length. So exactly, you are right. If you observe how many characters are there, there are 11 characters. So instead of saying 11 like this, I can fetch by saying s dot length. So I'll say s dot length. Yes. Now I will get 11 over here. I hope this is completely clear to you guys. Now I will come inside this. Yes. Now, if you had observed, what I want is I need to keep the track of count. Yes. And I need to keep increasing the value of count. I should not increase the value of count always. I need to increase the value only under a certain condition. What is the condition? Whether the character present at index I is that equal to space. How do I fetch the character? By saying s. Means I need to fetch from string s, so I'll say yes. After that, dot. Character at, so I'll say caret. It is saying the index. From which index? From index I, so that every time I'll get different index, that is 0, 1, 2, 3. So I'll say I over here. Next, whatever I have got over here, is that equal to space? So I'll say equal to. And after that, I'll put a single quote, open and close. And between that, I need to leave a space because it's a space. Yes. In case if I don't leave space, then it is an empty character. So I have to leave a single space over here. Now what is this going to return? This is going to return me either true or it is going to return me false. So whatever I get, I need to put that inside if. So what I'll do is I'll cut this code. So I'll say if, I'll open it, I'll paste whatever I've cut. Inside that, I'll paste whatever I've cut. So whenever this condition is true, then what I need to do is I need to increase the value of count. If it is false, then I don't have to do anything. Since I'm not doing anything for false, I don't have to write the else part. In case if I'm doing anything for false, then I need to write else part. Since I'm not doing anything when it is false, I don't have to write the else part, so I'll not write the else part now. Now what I need to do over here is, I need to increase the value of count. You know how to increase by saying count plus plus. But before saying count plus plus, have I created any variable count over here? No. So first I need to create a variable count. So when I will create? At starting itself, before even traversing from this end to that end, that time only I will create a variable. So I'll say int count is equal to. Let's say int count is equal to. At starting it was 0, so I'll say assign it as 0 and put a semicolon. I hope it's clear. Now whenever this condition is true, I need to say count plus plus, so I'll say count plus plus. Yes, put a semicolon. I hope this is completely clear to you guys. Now all that I have to do is very simple. I'll come out as a for loop, press enter. Over here, all that I have to do is print the value of count, because it will have the exact number of values, exact number of how many spaces are there in it. So I'll say system.out.print and I'll say count. So I'll say count. So I'll save this file and check if you are getting the expected output or not. So first let me save this file. Let me take you to the output window. So over here, let me put the relevant command, that is Java C. To compile this, I'll press enter. Now let me put how are you. Wait, just put how are you and don't press enter. Say how are you. Yes. Now I want you guys to say, will it give me 2 or not? I am waiting for you guys to say yes or no. If it gives 2, I want you, if you think that it gives 2, I want you to say yes. If it's not, then I want you to say no. How many are saying no? All are saying no. How many are saying yes? Nobody. Okay. Now I want to know why it is no. Simply because I'm asking, don't say no. Nobody? So they have got my trick. If I ask something, so you'll say no. That's the thing. Oh, you're saying uppercase. Okay. Remove all the uppercase. Completely remove this. Write everything in lowercase. Now, whoever has told uppercase, ask him if we'll get now or not. What? Oh, someone is saying s dot length minus 1. No, you're wrong. Okay. Anyways, press enter. We are getting 0. What's the reason? Very simple. Let me show you the reason for you guys. Let me take you back. The problem is you have given how are you, but you know what Java has done? It has not taken how are you, rather it has taken only how. If you want me to prove it to you, what I will do is I will print whatever I have taken. So whatever I have taken, I have stored in a variable s, so I'll print s. So at starting only I want you to print s by saying system.out.print. Yes, yes. I'll save this. Okay, let me take you to the output window. Yes. Now let me put the relevant command Java. Yes, I have compiled the code. There is no problem. Let me execute the code. Yes. Now press how are you. Sorry, type how are you. Yes. Now press enter. Guys, observe. What Java has done is it has taken only how. It has not taken are you. Why? If you ask, very simple. Let me go back to the code. What has happened over here is you're saying scan.next. Now, what is the job of scan.next if you ask? Scan.next is actually going to take only one word. It is not going to take multiple words. Means if you press enter, it will take the input. Or if you press space in between, it will take, for example, after typing how, if you press enter, it will take only till how. If you give how and if you give one space, it will take only till the space. Means it will not even take space, only till H or W is what it will take. That is what scan.next is. Now, how can I take the whole sentence? If you ask me, it is very simple. If you want multiple words, then there is a method for that. I want to know how many of you know which is the method for that. So put in the chat box and say me, what is the name of the method? Who is saying? Names. Okay, fine. So many are saying that it is next line. Exactly, you are right. So if I want a single word, I need to say next. But if I want multiple words, I need to say next line. So I'll say next and I will say line. I hope this is complete. What is this? Simple. Next int will take integer value. Next will take a single word. Next line will take multiple words. So over here, I want multiple words. So I'm writing like next line. I hope it's completely clear. Let me save this. Let me take you to the output window and show you the output. So I'll put the relevant command to compile the code by saying Java and the name of the Java file. Now I'll run by saying Java and the name of the class file. Press enter. Now it's expecting the input. I'll say, how are you? Yes. Press enter. I hope you are observing. First of all, it's taking the complete sentence. After that, if you observe, it's giving you 2. I hope it's completely clear to you guys. Give some other input. So I'll run the command. Yes, you can say good night. Now night you give full in uppercase. Someone was saying some uppercase problem. So let's see. So press enter. You have got 1. So if you observe, we are getting the expected output over here. So I hope it's completely clear to you guys. Now, I want you guys to understand one thing. Whenever you are coding, don't code for a specific input. Code for different kinds of inputs, because definitely in case of coding assessments, they will be giving different inputs that you have not even imagined of. And they will give something called as constraints. So what will constraints have is, for example, constraints is nothing but a word, another word for condition. They might say the number of characters that they are giving, yes, or the length of s will be somewhere between 0 to 1000. So your input should be capable of taking any string, which is where the length of the string is between 0 to 1000. That's how it is. So I want you guys to go and solve in online platforms like HackerRank, HackerEarth, and all, so that you get a better understanding about this. So now let me go to another question. See guys, one more thing I want to say is, since there is a time constraint, in just 5 days, it's not possible to teach everything in coding, because if you go to internet, you will see thousands and thousands of questions. So from a basic, I mean, in the 0th level, I would be doing it. So if you observe, it's not completely zero as well. And after that, whatever has appeared, for example, reversing a string has appeared, palindrome has appeared. So all these have appeared earlier, but I don't know whether this year also it's going to appear, because today, if you had attended the session, the person had clearly told that we have created a specific paper now. It's not AMCAT as well. Earlier it was AMCAT, now it's not AMCAT. So which is that he has not told you, he has kept it as a surprise, but you should be ready for that surprise. And you should not surprise them by scoring 0. You should score properly. For that, you need to prepare properly. Fine. Now let's go to another question. So this is the question. Say, count the number of given characters in a given string. So what's happening over here is, they are giving a character. First, they are giving a string. If you observe, they are giving a string, how are you? And after that, what they are doing is, they are giving O. Now, you need to check how many O is there in this particular string. So, reduce the luma. So, you need to check how many O's are there in this. Sorry for the technical glitch. Okay. So, over here, if you observe in this particular string, there is 2O. So, what has to happen is, it print 2. For example, they might give any other input also. In case of O, they might give you H. If they give you H, it should print 1. Or they might give you U. So in case of U, how many U's are there in this? There is only 1. So it should print 1. So this is how it works. If you observe carefully over here, the code is almost the same with small modification. What is that modification? I will say you later. So how I will solve this? Let's see. So can I disable this code? So I'll disable this code and let me solve this step by step. Fine. Okay. So first I'm going to take a string from the user S and I'm storing it inside a variable S. Next, if you had observed, there is one more input that I need to take. And what is the input that I'm taking after this? Is a single character. So I will take the single character. But unfortunately in Java, there is no method to take a single character. So obviously I need to make use of next and take a string. So that is what I'm going to do. So over here I'm showing the index. So after that I'll be taking I, and after that I'll be taking one more input. So whatever input I've taken is O. So I'll store it inside a variable T. I've stored it in T. Next, what I need to do is, this particular O is present as a string because it's there in double quotes. I told you at starting. So if I want it as a character, how can I fetch if it's asked? This O is present in 0th index of T. So that's what I'm showing you over in 0th index of T. So how can I fetch the character which is present in 0th index? Very simple. T from this string I need to fetch. So I need to set T dot character 0. So that's what I'm saying over here as well. I'll say T dot character of 0. So what is there in T dot character of 0? It's nothing but O. So that's what I'll be getting over here. So whatever I get, I'll store it inside a variable. And I'll store inside a variable key. Why I'm doing this extra step, I will let you know. After this, what I need to do is, in key, I have got whatever is there over here. But why I have taken the same thing and put over here is to just convert from string to character. Now what I need to do is, I need to check whether this particular character is that equal to key, or this particular character equal to key, or this particular character equal to key, or this particular character equal to key. Same way from this end to that end I need to check. And you know very well how to check from this end to that end. So earlier what had happened is, I had checked with the space, but over here I'm checking with this key. So that's what I'll do. So if I have to keep the count, I need a variable count. So I've created a variable count. Now the variable count will be 0 at starting when it starts from 0. Now I need to check the condition. So let me check the condition now. So I'll say, first fetch the character by saying s dot character phi. I need to say equal to equal to. In the previous program, we had checked whether it was equal to space. Now I am not checking for space. I'm checking for what user has given. What user has given is there in T. From that I fetched from the 0th index, so that's there in key. So I need to check what is the whatever is present in character at I, is that equal to key. So I'll say equal to key. This is what happens. So this is the condition that I am going to check repeatedly again and again and again. So what I need to do is, now the value of I is present at index 0. So I need to fetch 0 and place it over here. And if I place 0 over here, what I get? So, okay. Over here, what I have got is O, because in key we have O. So I've got O over here. Next, after that, in I, what I have got over here is H. So is H equal to O? If you check, it is false. Since it is false, it will also give false. If it is false, I should not increase, so I am not increasing. I hope it's clear till here. Next, what I need to do? Again, increase the value of I. So I will increase the value of I now. It will go to 1. Now I need to fetch the character present at index I. So what is the character present at index I? It's O. So I'll place it over here. Now is O equal to O? Yes, it is equal. So it will return true. Now if it's true, I need to increase the value of I. Count. So I have increased the value of count by saying count plus plus. Next, after this, what I need to do? This is done. Again, I need to increase the value of I. So I'll increase the value of I now. After that, I'll fetch this character, that is W, which is present in character I, and I'll place it over here. So is W equal to O? No, it's not equal, so it is false. So if it is false, I should not increase this. Same thing what we have done earlier. I'm repeating it. So again, what happens is, again, I will go back. After that, I need to increase the value of I. So I will increase the value of I. After that, I'll fetch the character. Which is the character? That is space. So space comes over here. Is space equal to O? No. So it's false. So if it is false, then it should not increase the value. So it is not increased. Now after that, again increase the value of I. What is the character present over here? It's A. Is A equal to O? No, it's false. So it will say false. Next, after that, what happens is count should not increase. So since count will not increase, again the value of I is increased. Now what I have is R is equal to O. Condition is false. It will return false. False means I should not increase the value of count. So the same thing I need to keep repeating. I hope this thing is completely clear to you guys. And the same thing keeps repeating again and again and again. So till here it is always false. Till here it is false. Next, after that, I value is increased. So I'm increasing the value of I now. After that, I will increase it. And after that, what I get is O, the character present over here. That O I'll substitute over here. Now, O equal to O, yes, it is true. So it returns true. Since it is true, it should return, it should increase the value of count. It has increased the value of count. It is 2. Now, again, what I need to do is, again, increase the value of I. I will make it I. Then I will fetch the character, that is U, and place it over here. And after that, what I have got over here is false. So it is false. So false means I should not increase. And it is over. Because I has traveled from here to here. Now, all that I have to do is very simple. I have to print the value of count. So if you observe, there are 2 O. So I am getting 2. I hope it is completely clear to us. Same as the previous code with small modifications. So let me enable the editor over here. Let me come step by step. First thing, can you bring the code completely different? Remove this line first. Yes, from int count is equal to 0, bring it down. Bring it, yes, fine. Now let me come over here. I am saying S is equal to scan dot next line. What is it going to do? It is going to take this particular input. After this, there is one more input user is giving. Which character? So which is the character he is giving? I need to take this character and place it in T. It's not necessary he has to give only. He might give any character. So what I will do is, if I want to fetch anything, so I'll say scan first. Dot. After that, I don't want a sentence. I want a single character. So there is no method for a character. There is nothing called as next char or something. So I will make use of next only. So I'll say next. I'll say next. Whatever I have got, I'll store it inside a variable T. That is what I have done over here. So I'll say store it inside a variable T. I'll put the semicolon over here. Yes. Now whatever I have in T is nothing but a string. So what I will do is, from this particular string, I'll fetch the character which is there in 0th index, which is that O itself. Just to convert into character, I'm fetching it. So what I will do is, I'll come to next line. Over here, I'll say t dot caret at which index? It is index 0. So I'll say 0. Now what I have got over here? Whatever I have got, I'll store it inside one variable key. So I'll say key. Yes. Now this key, whatever I have, is of type char. And whatever I have in T is of type string. So first I'll say T is string. So I'll say by saying string. Now this key, whatever I've got, it has returned a character. So I'll say char, C-H-A-R. Now what is string, what is char? Char is a primitive data type. So it should not be uppercase, it should be lowercase. So I'll say in lowercase. Now, in case if you have not understood what is primitive data types, why lowercase, all these things, we have done data types from starting clearly. So you can go and watch that video and get clarity about these concepts. Due to time constraint, I can't solve every bit over here. I am focusing on the logic over here. So I hope till here it's completely clear. Now what I need to do is very simple. All that I have to do is I need to create one variable count first, because I need to keep track of count. And if you observe, I've already created this. So let me get it on top. Only that line I will get it on top. Count is equal to 0. Yes. Fine. After this, what I need to do is, after this, I need to traverse from index 0 and go till the last index. For that, I need to make use of for loop. So if you had observed over here, can you bring it to the top? Yes. If you observe over here, I've already said int I should start from 0. It has started from 0. Next, I should go till the last. So I have told s dot length, and that's what we did in the last program. It's exactly the same thing with small modification. Every time the value of I is increasing by 1, so I have told I plus plus. If you observed over here, it's increasing by 1. Next, after that, I told s dot caret of I, is that equal to space? But this time I'm not comparing with space. Rather, I'm comparing with what? I'm comparing with O. O is nothing but what? What the user has given, that is present in key. So instead of saying space over here, I will remove that space. And what I need to say is, I need to say key over here. That's what I have done. Whenever it's equal to key, I will increase the value of count. So whenever it's equal, what happens is, it will be true over here. True means it will come inside and it will increase. If it is false over here, it should go to else part. Since else part is not there, it will not do anything. And this is how it works. I hope till here this is completely clear. All that I have to do is print the value of count. So I'll print the value of count. So let me save this file. Now let me take you to the output window. Yes. Over here, what I'll do is I'll put Java C and the name of the Java file. After that, I need to run this. Yes. After that, first let me give the same input. How are you? Yes. Press enter. It's expecting one more input. Now I will give O. Press enter. So it's saying O is present 2 times. I hope it's clear. Again, I will run the same command. Yes. Now I'll give another string. I'll give Mississippi. MISS, ISSI, PPI. Yes. In this string, I need to check a specific character. So first let me press enter. So I want to check how many times I has come. So I'll put I. Now if you observe, I has come 4 times. So it should say 4. So let's check whether it's saying 4. Yes, it's saying 4. So if you observe, it's working for any inputs. So this is what has to be there in your code. So I hope this is also completely clear to you guys. In case if you are following it completely, I want you to go and try it out as well. In case if you want, you can even take the screenshots of this code once the code is done. Now let's come to the next problem. So I hope still we have half an hour of time. So how much ever is possible in half an hour, we'll try to solve that, and rest we can always continue tomorrow. So in case if we still don't get sufficient time, anyways, those programs would be posted in WhatsApp group, and you have to solve that. So I hope everyone will be able to solve that as well. So now let me bring the next question over here. So this is the next question. So count the number of ovals in a given string. So I hope everyone knows what ovals is. A, E, I, O, U is only ovals. So over here, the string is nothing but Roman. So how many ovals are there? There are 2 O's and 1 A. So total there are 3. So I am printing 3. What should I do? Again, it's almost the same code, but over here we had only one condition. Now we will have multiple conditions. How to do that? Let's see. And this is also one question which was earlier asked in Mindtree as well. I don't know if they are going to ask this time, but probably if they don't ask like this, they might ask something slightly different than this. You can observe the code is almost same, slight modification, we are getting different outputs. And that's what they also will be expecting. So let's proceed now. So step by step, first I'll take the input, I'll store it inside a variable S. After that, let me show you over here. So I have indexing for all of this. Next, what I need to do is, I need to count the ovals. So definitely, don't you think I need count? Yes, I need count, so I'll create a variable count as well. So in count, what I have is 0. Now you know very well. Obviously, I need to traverse from this end to the other end. So if I have to traverse, definitely I need to make use of a variable, and this is what we are doing from starting. So I made use of a variable. Now this variable will definitely go from year to year, and what it will do is it will check whether R is oval. If R is not a oval, it will not increase count. It will check whether O is oval. If it is oval, it will increase the count. Again, it will check whether O is oval. If it's oval, it will increase the count. Again, it will check whether M is oval. No, it's not oval, it will not increase the count. Same thing it will do till last. You will get the exact count. Now, how to check whether it's oval? Let's see. Very simple. First, let's fetch the character by saying s.character file. Whatever I have fetched, I'll store it inside a variable so that it's easy for me. So I've stored it inside a variable C. So what you will have in C is a character. Now what I need to do is, whatever is there in C, I need to check whether it is a oval. So I'll check that, whether C is a oval. So I'm checking is C oval. One thing, this is simple English I have written over here. You cannot write code like this. Now your Java doesn't know which are the ovals. You have to explicitly say which is ovals. Which are the ovals? It's A, E, I, O, U. So that's what I'm going to say you. Now, you cannot say like this also. You have to say separately how you have told over here. So how can you say, if you ask, something like this is what you can say. You need to say whether C is equal to A. So ovals, what all are there? A, E, I, O, U. So you have to check whether C is equal to A. If it's not A, it may be E. If it's not E, it may be I. If it's not I, it might be O. If it's not O, it might be U. And that's what you're checking, whether it is this or this or this or this or this or that. So in the first session, it was told this particular operator, whichever you see, it's an OR operator. And I hope this is completely clear to you guys and you have no doubts in this. So at starting in C, what will be there? What will be there is whatever is there in index 0, that is R. So R is equal to A, or is it equal to E? That is what it does. Now, if you observe over here, I have put only lowercase alphabets, but lowercase is not only ovals. Even in uppercase also you have ovals. So that also I need to represent over here. So that's what I'm representing over here. So I hope this is also clear. All the difference between this and this is, here I'm checking for lowercase, in this line I'm checking for uppercase. Now, this is the condition. So this whole thing, whatever I have, I'll put inside if condition and check every time. So now I is starting from index 0. So in index 0, what I have is R. So if I substitute R over here, I'll get like this. Is R equal to A, or is R equal to E? Is R equal to I? Is like that. I need to check for all of this. Now the speciality of your OR operator is, if any one among all of this, if any one is true, then the whole condition is considered to be true. But if you observe, is R equal to A? False. Or R equal to E? It's also false. Or R equal to I? That's also false. So all of this is false. So what you'll get as a result is false. And that's what I'm showing you here. If it is false, then it's not a oval. If it's not a oval, I should not increase the value of count. And that's what I'm doing over here. Next, I'm not increasing the value of count. Next, what I need to do is, I need to increase the value of I. So first, I have increased the value of I. And I, what I have, if I substitute over here, Is O equal to A? No, it's not equal. It will check here. It will check here, check here, check here, check here, check here. All of this is false. Next again it will check. It will check here, it will check here. A. Sorry. What happens is whether O is equal to, it will come over here. And over here what you have got? True. Since one is true, then all of this is true. So what happens is you will get the result as true. If it is true, what you have to do is increase the value of count. So I will increase the value of count. I have increased the value of count. Next, what I need to do, again, repeat the operation. First, I need to increase the value of I. So I will increase the value of I now. After increasing the value of I will increase over here. Over here, what you have got? In index 2 also, you have got O. So O will be substituted in all these places. Because caret of I, what is there? C. In C, what you have is O. O is substituted over here. Now over here, this particular condition is true. Since this is true, it is considered as true, so it will return as true. It returns true means what I need to do? I need to increase the count, so I am increasing the value of count as well. So count has become 2. I hope it's clear to you. Next, what I need to do? Again, increase the value of I. So I'll increase the value of I now. So after increasing the value of I, what will be substituted? M will be substituted in all this place. Because the character present at I is M, that is what will be there in C, and C is what I have put in all the places over here. Now if you observe, all of this condition is false because M is not a oval. So if it is false, then it will return false. Once it returns false, it means it's not a oval. Not a oval means I will not increase the value of count. Next, what I need to do? Again, increase the value of I. If I increase the value of I, which is the character I have? I have A. So A will be substituted here. So let me increase the value of this, and what I have got is A. I have got A complete. Now A equal to A, this condition is actually false. Why? Because this is a different character and this is a different character. This is uppercase A, this is lowercase a. They have different ASCII values. If you want, you can simply take out this condition and put inside system.out.println and check whether it's returning true or false. Definitely it will return false. Since there is no time, I don't want to do all of that. Now let's focus on this. So I want you to go home and then do it. After this, A is equal to E. False, 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 false. Next it comes out here. A is equal to A. Yes, it is true. If it is true, it will not check for other ones. It knows then all of the thing is true. So what it will do is it will return you true. If it is true, it means it is oval. If it is oval, you have to increase the count. So I've increased the count. That's all I have to do. After that, again increase the value of I. So I'll increase the value of I. After increasing the value of I, what is the character present at index I? I have N. So N I will substitute over here. So it will check over here. You know very well N is not a oval and all of this is false. So since it is false, it will return me false. So since it is returning me false, I'm not increasing the value of count. I hope till here it's completely clear. Now what I would like to do is the same code I will write over here. So first thing, one thing I want to say, let me come step by step. I definitely have to take a string input from the user. So I'll keep this line and I'm storing it in S, so that S also let it be there. But I'm taking one more string over here. I don't want this, so I'll remove this. Character also I don't want, I'll remove this. Yes. Count I want, I will keep it. Next, inside, if it is I value, if you had seen, it has started from 0 and went till last. So over here also, if you see, it's starting from 0 and going till last. And every time it's increasing the value by 1. So since it is increasing by 1, then what I need to do is, over here also I am increased by 1. So it's same thing. But condition what I have checked is s dot character of I is equal to key I have told. This is not what I want, so I will remove this. Not the whole if condition, only what is there in inside I will remove. Because definitely over here also I have a if condition. But condition is different. If condition is true, count should increase. If condition is false, nothing should happen. So else part I don't want, and I don't have you over here. All that I have to do at last is increase the value of count. Now what is missing in this code? First thing, I need to fetch the character and place it inside C. So should I do it only once or should I keep on doing it again and again? Yes, I need to keep on doing it again and again. So what I have to do is inside for loop I need to write. So come inside the for loop. Over here first I'll fetch the character. So I'll say s dot caret of index I. What is the value of I? What will be there is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what will be there. Now, whatever I have got, I will store it inside a variable C. So I'll store it inside a variable C. C is nothing but of type character, so I'll say char. Yes, put the semicolon, semicolon is also there. Now, first time in C, what will be there is R will be there. Next time O will be there. Next time O will be there. Like that it keeps on changing. Now what I need to do is, whatever is there in C, I need to check whether it is equal to A. So I'll say C is equal to A. Don't leave that space. Remove the space over here. Here also. Yes. After that, come over here, leave a space. Yes. I'll say OR, because this is not the only condition. There are so many other conditions. So how can I separate the condition? By putting OR. So I'll put OR over here. Yes. After that, leave a space. Now, I've checked with A. Still there are so many other ovals. A, E is there. So I need to check with E. So I'll check whether C is equal to E. So I'll check whether C is equal to E. Yes. Always you have to put this in single quote, because this is character, this is character. You cannot compare two different data types. You can compare similar data types. In case if it was strings, you could have not compared like this. You should say equals. If it is number, you can compare like this. Now, again, these are not the only two ovals. There are many other ovals. So I'll say OR. Yes. After that, I'll leave a space. Still, I have C is equal to A, E, I also I have. So I'll say equal to I. Again, I will copy and paste the same thing for O. So I'll say C is equal to O. I'll say O over here. Yes. Next, after that, see, so there is small overlap over here. I want you guys to just adjust with it. Next, after that, I'll say A is equal to O. Yes, I have told A, E, I, O, U. So next, what I will do is come to next line, remove that. All the upper cases we can put in next line. So over here, what I will do is the same thing. I've checked for lowercase, so I'll copy all of this. Yes, copy till there and paste it in the next line. Now I need to check for lower cases, so I'll upper cases, so I'll put uppercase A, uppercase E, uppercase I, uppercase O, uppercase U. So you can disable this particular thing. Since the code is becoming bit length, it's overlapping over here. So if you observe the same thing what I had shown you in the presentation, the same thing is over here. Now, if this condition is true, then what I need to do is I need to increase the value of count. So I'm increasing the value of count over here. Now let's check whether it's giving the exact output that we are expecting or not. So what I'll do is I'll save this. Next, after that, what I need to do is I will execute by putting the relevant command over here, Java. I'll press enter. Next, again, I will say Java test, press enter. Now, it is expecting an input. So let me put an input. So I'll say room 1 first. You know very well there are 3 ovals. So it should say 3, press enter. It's saying 3. You want to give any other input, you can give another input and try whether it's working or not. So let me try with another input as well. Java test, press enter, put mine tree. Yes, you can put tree in lowercase. I just want to show that it works for uppercase as well as lowercase. Now, if you observe how many ovals are there, I is a oval, then after that E and E is a oval. So totally there are 3 ovals. So let's press enter and check. Yes, we have got. I hope this is completely clear to you guys. So next, let's see the next problem. So in case if you have understood this completely, and if you are following all the things what I have told, just put a yes in the chat box so that I know that you are listening to me and you have not slept, or you have not shifted to Instagram or WhatsApp in between. Okay, I see yes in the chat box. It's really great to see this. So we have very limited time. So I will try to solve one more problem, and after that we will continue tomorrow. So let me bring the next problem over here. So let me disable this. Yes. So the next problem is something like this. So let me remove this. So I'll bring the next question over here. So this is the next question. So question says, write a program to remove all the vowels from a given string. Earlier it was to count the number of vowels. Now it is remove the vowels. Something related to vowels itself, but with a small change. Now how to solve this? I want you to see. First thing, before solving this problem, I want you guys to understand. I have shown you how to count the vowels. Now you should be able to count vowels or any other character, or if they put numbers, that also you should be able to count. If they say uppercase, that also you should be able to count. If they say consonant, that also you should be able to count, because the logic remains same code with small modification. I want you guys to try this, because I can't try each and everything over here. When you code, only then you understand. Not only that, you have seen how to reverse. Everywhere, if you have seen, I am making use of for loop. Either for loop from this side to that side, or that side to this side. That's all I am doing. Means from starting index to last index, or last index to starting index. Now, over here also, anyway, I will be doing that only, combination of different things. If you had observed, same combination what I have taught till now, and I will come up with the solution. So let me start. First thing, I need to take the input from the user. I'll store it inside a variable S. No doubt still here. Next thing, what I need to do is, anyway it has indexing and all, I'll put that indexing as well. So I hope there is no doubt still here. After this, what I need to do? Very simple. I need to traverse from this end to that end, so I have taken I. Now we are not counting, so I don't need a variable to count. Rather, what we are doing is removing certain things. One thing I want you guys to understand is, I cannot remove from here this string. So I need to do something else. And what is that something else, if you ask? I will create a new string, and I will concatenate or attach all the characters which is not a vowel. So don't you think in that particular string there will be all the characters which is not a vowel? So definitely I have removed the vowels, and that's what I am going to do. So first, let me create a string first. And this is the string that I am creating. It is T, and it is empty as of now. Now what I need to do is simple. I will take R. I will check whether it is vowel or not. If it is vowel, then I should not put here. If it is not vowel, then I should put here. That's what I have to do. Now you know how to check whether it's vowel or not. So let's try that. So first what I will do is, I will fetch this. So if I have to fetch, I need to say s.character array. Now whatever I have, I will store it inside a variable C. This also we had seen. Next, what I need to do? I need to check whether this character C is a vowel. So I will check that by saying, is C vowel? You know very well I cannot write like this. I need to check vowels means A, E, I, O, U. That also you know. So I cannot write like this also. I need to write the whole thing, whether A is equal to I, equal to E, or equal to O. Same thing I have written. Same what we have seen in the previous program. Now, not only this, they are uppercase as well. So I'll take uppercase as well. Now, what happens? Let's see. Now, in I is present in index 0. In index 0, what I have? I have R. So R I will R will be present in C now. So C is what I have all the places. In all the places of C, what I need to do is, I need to put R. And that's what I've done over here. Now you check. Is any of these conditions true? No, none of them are true. If none of them are true, means everything is false. If everything is false, definitely it will give me false. If it is false, what does it mean? It is not a vowel. If it is not a vowel, then what should I do? I need to consider that. I should not ignore it now. So what I will do is, that R whatever is there, that is present in C, that I will concatenate with T. How do I concatenate? I have already shown you by saying T plus C. So in case of C, what is there? R is there. In case of T, what is there? Empty is there. And that's what I will be showing you over here. R is there, and in place of T, empty is there. Now empty plus R, what I will get? It is attaching both of this. I will get R. So whatever R I have got, I'll put in T. If you had observed, in the first program, reversing a string, I have done the same thing. But for loop was different. There was no condition. Now I am just mixing up with things. Now again, what I need to do? Again, I need to increase the value of I. So let me increase the value of I first. After that, in I, what you have is O. So everywhere you have O. Now, in this case, if you observe, all of this is false, but over here it is true. Since this is true, what it will do is, it will return as true. If it returns true, it means what? It is oval. If it is oval, means I don't want this. So whenever it is true, means in if condition, what I need to do is I should ignore, means I should not do anything. But in else condition, what I need to do? I need to concatenate. Since it is true, I will not concatenate. Only when it is false, I will concatenate. So I am not concatenated. Next, again, what I will do is I will increase the value of I. What I have, again, I'll check over here. You know, this is true. So since this is true, it will return me true. True means I should not concatenate. So I'll ignore that. So if I'll ignore, nothing is concatenated. So if you observe, whenever it is true, earlier what we used to do is, we used to do something. Now what we are doing is, when it's true, we are not doing anything. But when it is false, we are doing something. So there is true part also, else part also. Means if and else both will come into picture when we are writing code. That we will say later on. So now what I need to do is I need to increase the value of I. Let me increase the value of I. So what I have in I is M. So M is substituted over here. You know very well M is not a oval. So definitely all of this is false. So it will also return false. If it is false, I need to consider. If I have to consider, I need to concatenate. How do I concatenate? Whatever is there in T plus whatever I have over here that is present in character C. So I'll say T plus C. What is there in C? You know very well. What is there in C is S dot caret of I is what is there. Either you say S dot caret of I or you say C. Both are same. That is what I am doing over here. Now, C, what do I have? M. In T, what do I have? R. So M and R, when I concatenate, what I get is Rm. So this Rm, I will update it in T now. And that's what I am doing. Next, what I need to do? Again, I will increase the value of I. So I will increase the value of I. After increasing the value of I, what I have over there is A. A is substituted over here. Now, definitely this particular condition is true. Since this condition is true, definitely I'll be getting true. If I get true, it means it is oval. If it is oval, I need to ignore. Means I should not do anything. So I'll not do anything. Next, what I need to do? Again, increase the value of I. So I need to go till last. So I'll increase the value of I. What I have is N, and that's what I've substituted over here. What is there in N? That's nothing but S dot caret of I, which is placed in C, and after that C is what is substituted over here. In C you have N, and N is what. If you know, N is none of the conditions satisfies because N is not a oval. Since N is not a oval and none of the condition is satisfying because everywhere it's false, I will get false. And that's what I've got over here. Since I've got false, then I need to do something. What is that? Attach them. So what all I need to attach? Whatever is there in T first, this thing, and what is there in S dot caret of I that's present in C. So T plus C is what I have to do. So in C what I have? N. In T what I have? Rm. So this two when I attach, what I get? Rm in this, whatever I have got, I will place it back to T. And that's what I am doing over here. I hope it's clear till here. Now all that I have done over here, observe this T. If you observe, in T, I don't have any of the ovals. So if I print T, it means that I have removed all the ovals. This is how I want you guys to solve. So let's start writing code. So first let me get my editor over here. Yes, I've got the editor. So can you scroll it up? Press enter. Come to the bottom and press enter. Yes, yes. So now little bit you scroll it down. Step by step, let's come. First, I need to take input from the user I've taken. Now I don't want count, so I'll remove this line. Instead of count, what do I want? What I want is a string value. So this is what I want, string. What I had put over there, empty. So I'll say string T is equal to empty. So I'll say over here, string T is equal to empty, means in double quotes means string. After that, semicolon. I hope there is no doubt still here. Next, what I need to do is, I need to traverse from this end to that end. If I have to traverse, then definitely I need to make use of for loop. So I made use of for loop. Every time what I am doing, I am fetching the character present at index I and placing it in C. And that is what I have done over this line as well. Press enter after that. Not that, after C, next one, before if condition. Yes. Next, Can you scroll it up? Bring this over here. Okay, fine. So I'm checking whether it is oval. If it is oval, what I did I do anything over there? I didn't do anything. So this count plus plus is not necessary. I will remove this. So remove that. But opening bracket and closing bracket is there. Now, if it is not a oval, I did something. Means whenever it is false. So whenever it is false, where will it come? It will come to else block. But you don't have a else block now. So you want else block, so I'll write else block. I'll open and close. So whenever this is true, what it does is, what is there over here? What is there? Nothing is there. So it will do nothing. But whenever it is false, what it will do is, what is there in else block? What is there in else block? What should I do? I need to attach them and store it back to T. So that code I need to write over here. So how do I attach? By saying T plus C. Yes, so I'll say T plus C. This is what I was doing. Now whatever I get after attached, I need to update it to T. So I'll store it back to T. I'll say T is equal to T plus. I hope it's clear till here. Next, once the whole loop is done, definitely what you get, once the I went from here to here, what you got? You got exactly the string which had removed all the ovals. So I need to print that string. Which string? That is nothing but T. So I'll say T over here. That is all the program. So this is the code to remove all the ovals. Now, if I have shown you how to remove ovals, you should be able to remove consonants, you should be able to remove alphabets, you should be able to remove numbers, you should be able to remove special characters. You have to put some logic and then write the code. Because if this is simple, obviously everything would be simple. Only thing is, you have to sit behind this, that's all. So let me save this file and check if you are getting the expected output. Fine. So let me save this. Take me to the output window. Yes, over there say Java, and I will compile this. If there is any error, it will give me the error. Since there is no error, it has not given. Now I'll say Java and the name of the class file. So that is test. I'll press enter. It's expecting a input. So I need to give a input. So what input I will give is, I'll give Roman itself. Yes. I'll press enter. It is giving me RMN. So I hope it is completely clear. Let me try by giving us another input. So what I'll do is, I'll again say Java and test. Yes. Now let me give mind tree. All uppercase, lowercase, mix it and then I'll. Yes. Now you know which are ovals in this, which are not ovals in this. I and E are ovals, so it should be removed. Rest everything should be there. Press enter. I hope it's completely clear to you guys. So even this question was asked in previous interviews of Mindtree. So I don't know whether they are going to ask now or not, but I want you to prepare on this. So since it is time, we'll wind up the session for today. So in case if you are interested in attending further sessions and solving more problems, I want you to put a yes in the chat box. If you're really enjoying the class, you can say that you're enjoying the classes. If you're not, you can say that you're not enjoying and it's boring, or whatever you want to say, you can just say out there. So that I know, should I actually come up with more programs and solve it for you? Because I'm not the only one who is doing all of this. There is a whole team which is putting 100% efforts to get you guys placed. So I want you also to put all that 100% effort. For this next 1 week, even if you sleep for 4 hours, it's totally fine. Because you'll be having a job in the another week. So work as much as possible. Not just on whatever I am teaching, on rest of the other things as well, because they are going to ask you aptitude as well. They are going to ask you verbal as well. So I want you to prepare on that as well. So prepare on all of these things and give your best shot. In case if you're not able to clear, it's totally fine. If you're able to clear, that's really great. And once you get into that, definitely you won't be solving these simple problems. You will become an actual developer and you'll be solving a lot of bigger stuffs. So I want you to be there as early as possible. And you know very well, in this pandemic, many people are facing there is a job crisis. But at the same time, you are getting opportunity to attend the job from your home itself. Everything is happening virtual. This training is virtual. Now interview will happen virtual, you'll work virtually, everything is virtual. So I want you to be there. So I hope all of these things what was told in today's class is completely clear, and all those who had registered, I hope you have got a mail and you have attended that as well. In case some were eligible and if you have not got a mail, it's totally fine. In case if you have not got, you can ping personally to the people who are posting the things, and they will check if you are eligible or not, and if you are eligible, definitely they will be enrolling you as well, and you also will be getting the opportunity. So nothing to worry, guys. All the very best. Whatever is posted in WhatsApp for you guys to prepare, I want you guys to prepare on that. Apart from that, you should prepare on theoretical concepts as well. So I want all of you to prepare on that as well. So for that itself, we have given the LMS access completely free, which we used to earlier charge. And we will definitely charge. After a week, we will disable all these things. So you have 1 week time. How much ever you want to watch, you watch. And as much as knowledge you want to gather, you gather it. And I want you guys to clear it so that you don't have to again go and search for some courses to clear an interview. All the very best. I will wind up the class over here. Thank you so much.